What's the difference between a politician and a flying pig? The letter F. That's right, welcome back to the Bit of Truth for a Freaky Friday. Let's just hope the government won't ruin your weekend. Now, not just speaking about the government, but a long weekend. A chance of 4 days of parole over Easter where you can wind up or wind down or relax in the way that you need. Speaking of relaxing in certain ways, Sir Kier Starmer refuses 7 times when questioned about taking illegal narcotics. Oh yes, the leader of Labour said that he had a rather good time when he was a student, but refused to deny taking something a little extracurricular when questioned 7 times in a recent interview. He even refused to answer the question when asked if he had been doing a little something whilst working as a lawyer. Now, whilst we can't prove anything of the sort, some of the stuff that he comes out with would lead us to believe he's having a rather good time still. Now, other people that are having such a good time, they don't even want to go back to work and do their jobs, are these next lot. Fury erupts as civil servants threaten to strike over being asked to go back into the office just 2 days a week. Yes, civil servants demanding to stay at home working full time when just asked to work a couple days in the office. Look, morons, this country is falling to bits. We don't have the time, the money or the patience for you lot to sit at home watching reruns of some shit show on BBC, pressing the keyboard every 3.5 minutes just to keep yourself in green whilst on Teams to pretend you're actually working. We need you lot to be at your desks doing the jobs we pay you to do and being accountable for what was promised. If you don't want to do your jobs, how does £86 a week sound on the dole? There's plenty of people that would love to take your jobs and earn a decent salary. Yeah, thought not.
You know what that makes you, Larry? Lollygaggers. Lollygaggers.
In more stupidity, about flags again. A UK council is set to replace the Union Jack flag with Transformers and Palestinian ones in the latest woke madness. Right, just like the patriotic chippy from yesterday, no more Union Jacks, no more St George's crosses. We need to please the loud minority. Well done, Glasgow, for being so patriotic, you absolute bunch of muppets. Unless it's the Union Jack or the Scottish flag flying in Scotland, your progressiveness should be put to a form of a vote to the general public, with you sitting in the stocks. Not only this, the Green councillor, Dan Hutchinson, has called for the red flag to fly for works, and for Glasgow to raise the German flag to mark reunification. I vote we hang people like this from a mask using their little tighty-whities, or thongs, or whatever they wear, and make examples out of their treasonous behaviour.
Oh my fucking god, that's genius!
Now, we know this generation is completely f***ed, so you'd really think we'd like to invest in our youth, just to make sure they don't follow in the same woke footsteps. But, of course not! Record numbers of pupils are missing more than half their lessons. A shock school absence figures show. Lovely, so the next generation are learning how to educate themselves properly by using TikTok or learning how to liberate iPhones. Over 150,000 kids are missing more than 50% of their classes. Parents, where the fuck are you? Seriously, I would have to be vomiting blood or a temperature so high I'd be able to heat the house before my parents even considered me taking a day off school. What has happened? 1.6 million kids are persistently absent, missing more than 10% of their learning. Absence rates are 12% up on the previous term, an 80% hike since before the pandemic, and no one seems to care. This will have devastating effects and consequences in years to come. A generation of thickos who think the only way to earn money is by doing a dance on TikTok or getting their baps out for £5 a month. We are doomed.
It's over. We are screwed.
Now, let's have a look at the other end of the spectrum. Our forgotten silvertops, our heroes, the people with a backbone, the people that help build this country for us to throw down the shitter, our elderly. OAPs will get robot pets to help keep them company in a £1 million government project. Have we seriously lost the plot? Or do we just not care about looking after these people? The Robo pets that look like stuffed toys will have motors to move their heads and wag their tails. Yes, well done to the government. Treating our parents and grandparents like 5-year-olds just to give them something to do until they die. I don't just find this disrespectful and degrading, I'm completely appalled. But then again, what do we expect these days? Oh yes, probably them to have to pay for it out of their pittance of a pension. Oh, sorry Rufus, I can't take you for a walk today because I've not got enough pension to charge you up. Right off.
Fucking embarrassing!
Now, speaking of fucking right off, are more people taking time off work to have sandwiches in the park? Here's the full list of tube strikes in April and May as the London Underground announces 24-hour Easter holiday walkouts. Here we go again, another 2 months of complete chaos because London Underground and train drivers have decided they can't be bothered to do their jobs. London Underground drivers are set to stage 2 24-hour strikes, and train drivers at 16 rail companies have decided to teach us a huge lesson over a dispute over their pay. Here we go, here's the full list of strikes over April and May. Well, enjoy all your time off guys whilst we suffer. It's no wonder why people prefer to drive rather than rely on this sublimely shitty service. Get rid of the lot, either turn up for work or do one. There's tons of people gagging for a job. Let's just replace all of them with people who would love nothing more than to put food on their family's table.
Get the fuck out!
Now, speaking of pay, check out this muppet. £100,000 a year, not a huge salary. The Chancellor Jeremy Hunt says. Are you feeling okay, you cheeky Hunt? 6 figures, not enough. You do realise that the average salary for someone working full-time in the UK is £34,000, right? But 3 times that is still not a lot of money. Seriously, were you also having a rather good time with Mr. Starmer? More out-of-touch politicians leading us, telling us what to do, making our laws, making our rules, and all decisions on our behalf, but have no fucking clue what the average person looks like. Well done, Mr. Hunt, well done. If £100,000 a year is not a lot of money, let's just up universal credit to a cool 95,000.
You're a fucking idiot.
Right, so what have we learned today? Kier Starmer may or may not have been or used any illegal substances. Wink wink. Civil servants can't be bothered to do their jobs. Train drivers can't be bothered to do their jobs. And £100,000 a year is fuck all. Signing out.